Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. Today we had a mass shooting in San Jose, California, by a Sam Cassidy, 57-year-old white male. You may ask yourself, why did a 57-year-old white male commit such a heinous act, right? And you also may ask yourself, why is it that before the shooting, there were constant talk about the killing all through the day, but as they release the picture of the killer, they kind of stopped talking about it in the late night hours. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, right? So let me dial up Sam Cassidy for you guys and give you a rundown on what actually took place. And then I'll give you my take and my view on the whole situation. All right. Now, this is coming from Crime and Justice, right? It's the Daily Beast, right? Read you all the headlines, right? See, this is white privilege when white privilege goes wrong, right? The title says, bipolar San Jose shooter was accused of rape, and spooked neighbors, right? Over a decade before Samuel Cassidy opened fire at the Bay Area light rail yard where he worked, killing at least 8 people, he was accused of raping and abusing his ex-girlfriend during violent mood swings. Several times during the relationship, he became intoxicated, enraged, and forced himself on me sexually. The ex-girlfriend, who was 45 years old at the time of their violent relationship, said in 2009, court documents first obtained by the San Francisco Chronicle. He also played several mind games, which he seems to enjoy. According to the filings and the ex-girlfriend's lawyer, Robert Gary Cummings, the couple met on Match.com, while their relationship only lasted about a year. It was doomed just 2 months in when Cassidy proposed to her, Cummings said. She said, no, this is all too soon, right? Basically, they're trying to build up a psych evaluation on Sam Cassidy. But the real reason, it was stated that Sam Cassidy shot his co-workers and turned the gun on himself is because he was complaining that they were giving him the harder jobs out of the people that worked there, right? But now, basically, what he's saying is he's noticing that privilege, so-called white privilege, is slipping. So now he has to do the same work as everyone else. He doesn't like it. He's getting in an argument with the boss. They like, hey, man, the times change. You got to do this. He said, hey, y'all should show me some sympathy, some empathy. Hey, I'm 57-year-old white male. It built up to a point to where Sam goes to where he works and open fires on his co-workers. Now, mind you, this is a 57-year-old white male, meaning that most likely he encountered a lot of difficulties and obstacles in his years of living. So have all of us who've been on this planet for over 38, 39, 40 years of age. You've seen it. When you have children, what can your children show you that you haven't already seen. You're explaining to them what certain things mean because you've been through it personally. Right. Now, this wasn't a teenager or a 21-year-old. No. This was a elderly man who was fed up at the way he thought life should go. Right. There's changes that's being taking place or that's taking place as we speak that he couldn't adapt, couldn't adjust to, and didn't like. Right. This is when white privilege goes awry. And not to, let me explain. It's done unconsciously, right? Meaning, if you pander someone and says, "Oh, you great," just due to the color of your skin, or "Oh, you great," and you pander to them. But then, as time moves forward, circumstances and situations change to where you can't pander to them anymore. But yet they're still looking to be pandered to or looking for the special privilege, but it's not there no more. And so now they feel as if the whole world has been snatched from beneath them. Right? So what's the only recourse in their minds? Hey, I got to destroy. Right? Hey, I'm on my way out. And as I'm on my way out, I'm taking as many people down with me as I can. Right? Dangerous mindset. That's why you have to be alert. You have to basically stand on your own too. Right? You don't profile. See, white men are not profiled like black men are profiled. Right? White men even give leeway, right? It doesn't matter how many mass shootings, how many times the police been called on this guy, how many times the family would call, but the excuse is, hey, we can't treat white males as we treat black and brown because then that would state that they're all equal, right? And that means that we can't justify white supremacy, right? So as time progresses, you see more and more mass shootings because that's their way of acting out against a system and a society that they feel has failed them. So they're saying, you want my response? Here's my response. Right. Now, he should be on somebody's radar because he had years of acts of violence on him. But yet, he was overlooked. Right. Time bomb ticking, but it was a white time bomb, so we can't profile a white time bomb. We only profile black time bombs. And there you have it. 8 co-workers dead. So, is there a lesson to be learned from all of these mass shootings? Right. What it's telling you is that America is forced to live by its creed, right? The people, not judged on race and religion or any of that, right? That things will have to be treated on an equal playing field across the board. Because if not, there'll be more and more mass shootings. And the politicians won't get involved unless someone close to them is harmed. Right? But the day of white privilege is just about come to an end. because now, people are saying, hey, these mass shootings that are done by white males are done by all ages. You just can't say it's this particular group, this particular age group, middle age group, elderly age group. It's across the board. Get upset, grab a gun, kill up everybody. Then turn a gun on themselves, and that's it. And then they say, well, we didn't even see it coming. But then when you check his background, it's like, wow, you didn't see this coming? Maybe you saw it coming and you just turned a blind eye because you didn't want to believe that, hey, this guy's not capable of anything like that. And, hey, once again, another one. Sad to say that there'll be more. In a society, in a free world, in one of the richest countries on the planet, and we have mass shootings almost every week. There's a lot of questions that has to be asked, and there's a lot of questions that has to be answered. Verbal Pick Radio, we're out.